Okay, we're live. I can see you're talking about the carnivore diet. It works for me, guys. Carnivore, keto, Dr. Ken Berry works for me. Welcome to Defending Elvis. So I have actually been busy this morning. This came through. Anita, is this from you, Anita? From you. This came through from Australia. Is it the right Anita? Are you there? Let's just see who we got here. So we are going to be doing Donna's lovely video. Let's get her up on a minute so you can see her. So a bit of history of this morning. I need a shave. I need to dye my hair. Got my Elvis jacket back on that Nicola got me. I have started dropping a bit of weight, which is good. You know, I've been really sticking to meat, but last night I was naughty because it was Yasmin's birthday. Not birthday, it's Yasmin's party. So, but during the day I was good, but last night I was naughty. So today I have not eaten anything, and it is 2 o'clock. So I woke up at 6 o'clock, 6 a.m., and it's 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten. So I'm on my second coffee. So Anita, it came from all the way from Australia. Thank you, Anita. And so guys, I get gifts from Australia. Isn't that amazing? From Albany, Australia. Wow. That's impressive. I think it's the first gift. I think it's the first gift I've ever had from Australia. Obviously, I know there's a few. I've already looked through it, so I'll just quickly open it, guys. Butter coffee, guys. Creamy butter coffee. You must blend it with an electric blender. I use this to blend it, and then I make it froths the milk for me. And they're not expensive. They're like £25 in England. So anyway, guys, a couple of things. I still very much I'm making my videos. I am demanding that we have the right to defend Elvis, to be against trashy books, trashy documentaries, trashy biographies, trashy tabloids, trashy magazines. I will not allow the angry researchers to try and mute us. I will not allow a bully channel to try and say that we are bullies because we defend Elvis. I challenge them massively. Yeah. So we did a whole show on that this morning. I have done a part 2. I've posted it, and I think it's going to be on around 4 p.m. British time. Part 2, but in part 2, there's a Donna Presley video in that as well that just discusses Donna Presley's life that she lived and why she is entitled to defend her cousin Elvis, to defend her family, the life she lived, the Presleys. So that I've already posted that. It's about 40, maybe 35, 40 minutes long. I've already posted that. But this one I wanted to do live, and I'm repeating myself a bit. I very much am not having it that these haters are saying that because we defend Elvis, we're bullies. I will not accept it. Yeah. It is not happening in the world of Louis. Yeah. The people who are the bullies are the ones trying to stop us defending Elvis. Yeah. Of course, you know the score, guys. You know the score. That channel has already had 2 strikes. It's going to get 2 more. It's flatlined. No one is going to that channel anymore because it's a Priscilla channel. It's a channel that supports these 3 books. Remember that the Kangaroo channel, Kangaroo Boys channel, supports these books, the Trasher books. It supports the fact that the Stanleys, the Smiths, Priscilla, and the Memphis Mafia trashed Elvis. It supports it. So it's flatline. No one's going there now because everyone knows that he's a Priscilla fan. He's a Stanley fan. He's not a proper fan, because if you support the very people that trashed Elvis, You're not a proper fan. You're a fake Elvis fan. And he hasn't done any Elvis content. And the 20 people that are left on that channel are bullies, grouping together, little spiders, grouping together to bully. They're like, oh, let's get Louis, let's get Donna, let's get Team Elvis. Let's stop people from defending Elvis. Elvis doesn't need defending. Do you get it, guys? They're a bunch of dirty little spiders that have exposed themselves. And the fact that they've been given strikes on that fake Elvis channel is just hilarious. They're a bunch of bullies. We've even had a couple of YouTubers on there that are literally like the Wizard of Oz. You know the Wicked Witch? The Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. We've got a YouTube channel on there. Who is the new Wicked Witch? Her claws have come out to get Louis. You get it, guys? Elvis doesn't need defending. I love Priscilla. We've got a Priscilla-loving Elvis channel. Let's get Louis. And this person is running around. I'm going to get Louis. She's trying to gather up support to get Louis. You expose yourself. You make a fool of yourself. Right. Here goes, guys. So I just wanted to thank Anita. So Anita has been very, very kind to me. She's bought some lovely... She bought me an absolutely beautiful belt buckle. Anita, this is beautiful. I'm going to put it on my belt. Yeah? It says Jazz, Blues, Beale Street, and Bourbons. And then it's got a guitar. It's just, this is lovely. This is lovely. This is really, really nice. Yeah. So yeah, I know you want the Fonz, Manny. Maybe on another show. Who knows? Now, Mr. Angry and the Ice Cream Man, I don't know if they're going to put in a performance. So, Elvis Cup guy, let's defend Elvis by discussing the great things who Elvis stood for during his lifetime. His generosity was legendary. He sure was. He sure was. But, Wade, welcome Cup guy. But I ain't ignoring the trashing of Elvis. Come on, guys. There's thousands and thousands of channels that talk about all the lovely things Elvis did. Thousands. All the charitable stuff, how generous and kind and lovely he was, his music, the good that he did. How many defend him? There's not enough defending channels. So I don't want to be the same as all the other channels. I want to stand up for Elvis and try and repair his damaged reputation. And that is my mission. Same goes for Donna Presley. Our mission is to repair his damaged reputation. And we ain't going to do that by talking about his charitable work and how great a singer he is. So we do run a dramatic channel. We do run a dramatic channel. So anyway, so thank you to Anita. Thank you. She bought a couple of beautiful little sticker books. One for Tino, one for Yasmin. Thank you, Anita. So she got us some lovely little air fresheners. So I'll give these to my kids. Obviously, we have lots of cars in the house. So these will be used. I'll give Anita. I will give one to the wife. I'll put one in my camper van and my own and my black van. And so the wife. Oh, thanks, Wade. How are you feeling, Wade? Are you okay, my friend? We all love Elvis Cup Guy. We love him. Please subscribe to Elvis Cup Guy. So thank you, Anita, and I really appreciate Anita. I really do appreciate it, Anita. That's an expensive thing to do, to send things from Australia, but from Albany, Australia. I would love to come to Australia. I love Australians, guys. I love Australians, okay? Right, okay. Right, let's get on with this. So this is Donna Presley's latest video. So I want to review it, go through it, stop, start. It's quite long. It's going to take a while. I think we're going to be here well over half an hour. I just want to top up my coffee, and then we're going to come back and do it. Okay, guys? Let's top up the coffee, baby. Right. So let me just reboil the kettle. And then I can put that in. Let's have a look. Kettle's reboiling. Get some hot. I can't drink cold coffee, guys. Actually, someone sent me a coffee warmer. Obviously, it keeps your coffee hot or your tea hot. But I've put it somewhere. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's it. That'll keep it a bit hotter. There we go. Okay, right. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, right. We're all set. So obviously we fully support Donna Presley. Of course, she's Elvis's family, first cousin, and a Presley. She has Presley blood in her veins, and we will stand up and defend Donna Presley every day, 7 days a week. She is an Elvis defender. She is the top Elvis defender in the world. Yeah. So yeah, the Cornetto man, where is he? Where's the ice cream man? He's gone. Mr. Angry, where are you? So we're looking for him, aren't we? And we're looking for the Fonz. Where is the Fonz?
Who carried the daily burdens and responsibilities.
Right, here goes, guys.
Hello everyone, I'm Donna Presley and I'd like to welcome you to the Donna Presley official YouTube channel. The truth about Elvis. And let me speak plainly, because this needs to be said after 48 years. A lot of people talk about Elvis Presley today as if they were the ones who truly knew him. But the people who speak the loudest are often the ones who saw him the least. I want to tell you where my understanding of Elvis comes from, and why some of the voices shaping his story were never in a position to define him at all.
So guys, obviously, how can I say it? It's pretty obvious that the people that know what happened were the people that were around Elvis, growing up with him, you know, in the 60s, 70s, etc. You know, whether it be Circle G or other houses or Gracelands. But it's not as simple as that. Were some of these people angry? Were they envious? Were they jealous of Elvis? Did they want to be Elvis? Was there resentment? Yeah, so it's not straightforward, is it?
People ask me, Donna, how do you know what Elvis was really like? Well, my understanding doesn't come from documentaries or secondhand stories. It comes from my own life with him and from the people he trusted most. I spent time with him as a child and as a young woman, not as a fan, but as his cousin, inside the Presley family.
So let's just listen to that again, guys, and then I'll say something. Hang on.
And as a young woman. Not as a fan, but as his cousin.
So remember, guys, hasn't this been our biggest battle? Yeah, people trying to cancel out Donna Presley. People trying to go, oh, she changed her name. Oh, there was a book. Oh, her ex-husband. So because of that, she doesn't count. It's bullshit. You can't change history because you have opinions of the past. You can't change the blood in her veins. These people are supposed to be Elvis fans, and they're trying to trash Elvis's first cousin and undermine her. It's absolutely disgusting. Shame on these people.
Inside the Presley family, in the places where he relaxed, laughed, and let the pressure fall away. And I had the voices that shaped the real Elvis. my grandmother Minnie Mae, who lived with him at Graceland. And
so remember, listen to her words. To all you trashers out there, my grandmother Minnie Mae. Think about it. How many people can say that their grandmother was Minnie Mae? How many? How many people can say that their uncle was Vernon Presley, Elvis's father? Get it? To the people that are anti-Donna Presley, the anti-Donna brigade, the little spiders that are attacking her, attacking me, attacking my movement, attacking our right to defend Elvis and try and rectify his broken image, yeah? She just said it. My grandmother, Minnie Mae. You'll never change it. You'll never change who she is.
who he was the one that confided in when life grew heavy. Uncle Vernon, who carried the daily burdens and responsibilities that...
Now remember, she worked with Uncle Vernon. She was one of the last people to work with him, alongside him in the office doing the fan mail. This is very, very important.
No one else saw. Aunt Delta, who also lived at Graceland and saw him privately, not just publicly. And my mother Nash, who knew him as the same boy he had been long before fame touched him.
Of course, Nash knew Elvis when he was a little boy, yeah. But she's just mentioned Vernon again, yeah. Remember, Vernon is Nash's brother. Honestly, sometimes I just want to scream it. Sometimes I want to scream it. Do you understand my point? Vernon is Donna's mum's brother. People need to let this hit home. People need to understand. This is a blood relative.
Our family spoke to each other, not to gossip, not for attention, but to understand, to help, and to protect. That is where my picture of Elvis comes from the people who were actually there, who lived with him, worried for him, and loved him. Now let's look at where others get their understanding of Elvis, because it is not the same.
So yeah, hi everyone. There's a few people joining us. Hi Tammy. Tammy, you're right. She looks extremely classy. Karen said that it's amazing that we have Donna, Elvis's first cousin, speaking out, defending her family, defending Elvis, defending her life. Yeah, I agree. You know, I think Susan, is that a new name? Susan Charles says every single person on the planet has negative traits. I know. We are fully aware that Elvis was a human and there was good and bad in Elvis in the way of mistakes. I think Elvis's heart was beautiful. I think Elvis had a golden heart. I don't think Elvis had a cruel bone in his body. But did he make mistakes? Of course he did. Yeah. Was he human? Of course he did. And we know he was. So Jeffrey just messaged me. Let me just tell him we're live. We're live. Okay. I've just told Jeffrey. So I'll just quickly read a couple of comments. So Susan, you have to understand that this isn't about us thinking that Elvis was a god or that he was superhuman or a perfect person. This is about us disagreeing with the way Elvis has been trashed for cash by people that were close to him, including friends, family, Memphis Mafia, family members, stepbrothers, and an ex-wife, and even ex-girlfriends. This is what this is about.
Some people knew a moment, a period, a part of him, and somehow those brief windows have been treated as if they define his entire life. There are former partners who retell very dramatic stories, late-night emergencies, and intimate details that were never meant to be made public.
Well, I want to play that bit again. It's very important, yeah? So being a relative of Elvis, or growing up with him, or working with him, or being a bodyguard, or a stepbrother, a cousin, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-wife, doesn't give you permission to trash him for cash, to get your 15 minutes of fame. to talk about his private details, his private life, things that he would have demanded to be kept private, things that he would never have wanted sharing. Now, I know I'm repeating myself, guys, but there is no one on this planet that wants their private life shared for entertainment, for cash, in books, biographies, documentaries, tabloids. You get it? There's no way that Elvis would have wanted his image and reputation ruined by the people that he trusted the most, right? So this is a big deal that we stand up for him.
There are former partners who retailed very dramatic stories.
You hear it? Former partners. Now, recently we brought up Linda Thompson. Now, I like Linda Thompson, but there's no way she should be sharing stuff that affects Elvis's reputation, that damages his reputation. Recently at Westgate with, oh, Elvis smoked pot for his glaucoma. Oh, Elvis wouldn't have liked people saying that he was an addict. You see my point? Linda didn't even have to bring it up. She could have discussed Aloha. They were there at Westgate to discuss Aloha. And just quickly, the fact that they are going to honor Priscilla Presley at Westgate is shocking. Shocking. And we are going to bring that up on another show, on a separate show. I cannot believe that Westgate, formerly the Hilton, the International, are going to honor Priscilla Presley. It's disgusting. That'll be for a separate show. Even now, I can't believe that they honor David Stanley. Absolutely shocking. Remember, David Stanley is about to release another trash book, another Elvis What Happened, for money. This born-again Christian who makes excuses for his behavior, who has trashed Elvis his whole life for cash, is about to release another book. It's absolutely shocking. Yeah, absolutely shocking.
Late night emergencies and intimate details that were never meant to be made public. Those moments, they were private, deeply private. So why repeat them? Does it lift your status?
Right, I think Susan just said to read her comment. I will. Let me just rewind that. Susan, I'm happy to read your comment, and welcome to Team Elvis, yeah? Susan, I'm going to read your whole comment, okay? Every single person on this planet has negative traits, but everyone also has positive ones. Let's celebrate and look for the good in each other. Only God knew Elvis inside and out. Elvis had a good heart. Thank you. Thank you. And I agree. I agree with all of that. We are called Defending Elvis, and we are proud to defend him.
They were private, deeply private. So why repeat them? Does it lift your status? Does it strengthen your place in history? Does it make you seem indispensable? Protecting someone means holding their vulnerable moments close, not turning them into entertainment. Love does not expose.
This is basic stuff, guys. This is basic stuff. We have to look to our own families, yeah? Brother, sister, uncle, auntie, mum, dad, cousin, yeah? Close friends. Would we do this? Would we treat any of our friends like this? Would we discuss private things in their life that would embarrass them, humiliate them? Would we do it in front of their family? Elvis was trashed, embarrassed, humiliated, had his dignity taken away from him by the people that were closest to him, most of them, in front of his daughter. I repeat, in front of his daughter. Would we do that? Would we do that to our own family? Would I do it to my brother, to my best friend, to my cousin, to my uncle, to my auntie? There's no way that I would trash Elvis for cash. Never. Never. I would never trash a friend for cash. And no amount of money would I trash a close friend of mine. Never. Never. Yeah? The fact that Elvis is not with us now is never an excuse to trash him. Elvis would want to have his image and reputation to be seen in a positive light, whether he's with us or not, whether he was alive or whether he was not with us. We know that Elvis was completely shocked and in disbelief when this book was released. Yeah, He didn't like how it was going to damage his reputation. It really affected him. And Elvis, I think, just an opinion, would have been the same in death. He's not with us now. God rest his soul. We love Elvis. Yeah, we love Lisa Marie as well. Do any of you for a second think that Lisa Marie or Elvis are happy that they have been trashed for cash by the people that Elvis trusted the most? Family and friends. There's no way. There's no way.
Loyalty does not dramatize. And then there is Priscilla. Trust me, I'm not here to attack her. I'm here to speak plainly about something the public often overlooks.
So don't forget, Donna is classy. Yeah, she doesn't really like saying names. She wants to be respectful in how she defends. Okay, she got a different style than me. We know that, but she does it the right way.
Priscilla's story of Elvis has shifted many times. Some interviews say she left because she wanted her own life. Others say she left because of other women. Some versions portray harmony. Others emphasize difficulty, different years, different projects, different tone. When a story shifts that often, you have to ask, is this memory or is it merely narrative?
Okay, so obviously Donna's is explaining things from her point of view, but I have to say, guys, that Priscilla reinvented history with this book. She rewrote history. Yeah, she changed everything to make herself as the victim and the Elvis as the bad guy. I know I've repeated it a million times, guys, but that is what happened, and she's doing it again. With the book Softly As I Leave You, she's doing it again. She's rewriting history to suit herself, but she's not sharing truth. She's sharing her version of events, and Lisa Marie and Elvis can't challenge her, can't disagree with her. They can't jump up and say, that isn't correct, that isn't true, that never happened. Do you see the point? Do you see our dilemma? And this is why you need a Defending Elvis channel.
And there's another fact that people forget. Priscilla was not living with Elvis during the years when many of the most dramatic claims are being placed.
Isn't that a big deal? Isn't that a big deal? They split up. But Priscilla was out of there. In 72, there was no Priscilla. I know they divorced in 73. Don't forget, Priscilla was seeing Mike Stone for a good year before she left where they were living. Yeah? So Priscilla's relationship with Elvis, they were living separate lives by the end of 71. Yeah? That's a long time. Elvis died in 77. So there was a long period of time where Priscilla was not living with Elvis. Yeah?
She was not inside Graceland from 1973 onward.
Well, do you know, I would say more like 72.
She did not witness his daily life. She was not part of the chapters she now comments on the most. Yet, she is still treated as the central authority on every aspect of his life.
So let me just read Susan's comment. Those trashing Elvis would not like their mistakes made public. Well, that's true. That's definitely true. We have to make their mistakes public to defend Elvis. Do you not see that? If we don't make their mistakes public, then who's defending Elvis? Who is trying to repair his damaged reputation? Shall we just ignore it? Shall we just bury our head in the sand and go, okay, everything that the trashers said, that's the Stanleys and the Smiths and Priscilla and ex-girlfriends, yeah? Let's just ignore that these things have been put out in the world, that half the world believe these things, and let's just not do anything to repair Elvis's damaged reputation. How would Elvis feel that these people that were very close to him, including the Smiths and the Stanleys and Priscilla, ruined his reputation as a person, as a human? We fully accept that as a legend, he's fine. As a legacy, it's great. His music, the way he looked, the way he changed the world, that's sorted. But what about the human being? How many people believe the things that have been repeated again and again for money. Elvis needs to have his reputation repaired for future generations, because so many things have been twisted, exaggerated, and sensationalized for money, trash for cash, by the people that he trusted the most. So they need to treat others how they would like to be treated.
Even the ones she wasn't present for. And when she labels Elvis an addict or blames Lisa's struggles on her father's genes, I believe we must pause. She is not a doctor. She did not diagnose him. So where does that certainty come from? And if everything is genetic, then how do we explain similar struggles in her other child? Life is far more complex than the explanations being placed on Elvis.
So guys, you understand the point she's trying to make? Yeah? You know, this ridiculous thing. Even David Stanley tried to say it, didn't he? Oh, they've inherited the drug problem. The addiction problem has been inherited. Well, I think she's making a point there, isn't she?
My point is simple. Priscilla's story is her story, but it is not the full truth of Elvis Presley. It is one window, not the house. And then there are the associates, particularly one man who has managed to position himself as an authority, Jerry Schilling.
Oh, this is going to... I haven't watched this. I haven't watched this part. Now, I want to be straight. I like Jerry. Jerry loved Elvis. Elvis loved Jerry. I'm not anti-Jerry. But I have questions to ask. I am concerned that Jerry aligned himself with Priscilla. I've heard some rumours about Priscilla and Jerry that worry me. Yeah? I know Jerry made a joke of it about a few weeks ago. People are saying that me and Priscilla had an affair. He laughs it off and says she's not my type. But some people think they were. There was stuff that happened. But the thing I will say about Jerry that does worry me, even though I like Jerry, is please, can you help Lisa Marie with her book, From Here to the Great Unknown? I ask this of you, Jerry. Help people know about Lisa Marie's book. You were close to Lisa. You were with her near the end. So I asked you, Jerry, please stand up for Lisa Marie. Please defend Elvis. The other thing I say to Jerry Schilling, I know you're close to Priscilla, but you were closer to Elvis. I repeat, I know you're close to Priscilla, but you were closer to Elvis. Please defend Elvis. Please defend him. If Priscilla has done things that you don't agree with, say something. If things are happening to Elvis that you don't agree with, say something. Start defending Elvis. We know that you share the sweet, lovely stories, don't you? You share some lovely memories of being with Elvis. We like your book. You have a lovely book. Please defend Elvis and Lisa Marie. Please show more support for Lisa Marie concerning her book. Her daughter, you know, Riley wrote the book on behalf of her mum.
Jerry was around Elvis at certain times, close during some periods, and completely absent during others.
Yeah, so she's saying he wasn't there the whole time, which is true.
But over the years, by appearing beside Priscilla, beside Lisa, and beside filmmakers, he has gradually been presented as a definitive interpreter of Elvis Presley.
I want to butt in here. Again, sorry, I have to stop and start. It's part of YouTube's rules. This is the problem with Linda as well, with Linda Thompson. I like Linda. But why is it Linda and Jerry are the main speakers of Elvis? How is that right? How is that right? Yes, Jerry was a good friend. Yes, Linda was a girlfriend for a while. It's complicated, isn't it, with Linda? It's complicated circumstances. I do think Linda was good for Elvis for a while, but I also have strong opinions about things that I think Linda should have kept private. I don't like that Linda said that Elvis smokes pot and wouldn't like to be called an addict. I don't like that she brought that up at Westgate. You get my point, guys. Why are Why is Jerry and Linda more important than Donna Presley when it comes to speaking on behalf of Elvis, when Donna Presley was the first cousin with Elvis blood in her veins that lived the life, was at Gracelands, at Circle G Ranch, but is actually a relative, a Presley. You can call her what you want, Pritchett. Call her what you want. She's a Presley. You get it? Why are people like Jerry and Linda being paid massive amounts of money to talk about Elvis? And then poor Donna is being attacked, being insulted, being downgraded, belittled, ridiculed, laughed at, insulted, and bullied. But she actually is family. It's shocking, guys.
Authority does not come from being photographed with someone. It doesn't come from being quoted often. It comes from being present across a lifetime. Very few people had that. And then there's Lisa. And I say this with the utmost love and respect for her. Lisa was 9 years old when her father died. At 9, you feel everything deeply. Love, fear, loss. But you do not interpret adult pressures or adult medical issues. Children see moments. They do not see the full landscape. As Lisa grew older, her understanding of what happened to her father naturally came from the adults around her, especially her mother.
This is a big deal. Okay, so I know that talking about Lisa Marie is very sensitive, right? We miss her. We love her. She was amazing. She was her father's daughter. Of course, her book, a very difficult book to read, a very honest book. There's some very uncomfortable things in that book, okay? There's also some beautiful memories in that book, and we're so proud that Riley Q finished the book, yeah? And to those of us that are upset with Priscilla, because I'm upset with Priscilla, I'm so glad that Riley chose to remove Priscilla from the cover of the book, From Here to the Great Unknown. I think that speaks volumes. For you people out there that trash Riley Q, Elvis's granddaughter, Lisa's child, she removed Priscilla from the cover. No matter what you think about Riley and Finley and Harper and their relationship with Priscilla, she's not on that cover, is she? She's not on the cover of that book. Of course, for them, it's grandmother. For us, it's Priscilla who trashed Elvis. So we as fans see it differently. But Donna is making a good point. Yeah? She's basically saying Lisa was a child. Yeah? Her memories are the memories of a child. She's not belittling Lisa. She's not trying to be negative. She's being straightforward. She's saying a child's memories that have then been affected by Priscilla. Remember, they were close on and off. They were very close, Priscilla and Lisa Marie. Yeah? That you think about the influence, the massive influence that Priscilla had over Lisa Marie. So Donna is basically saying, we don't really know what was being said to Lisa Marie by her mother. So Lisa Marie's memories have been affected by the things that Priscilla was saying to her. And why wouldn't they be? If I had a father at 9 years old, or a mother that was saying things to me repeatedly, it's a form of brainwashing. You're going to believe some of them, aren't you? Some of the lies, just an opinion for entertainment purposes, some of the twisted lies that were said to Lisa Marie by her mother may have had an impact on Lisa Marie. We can't ignore that. It's just an opinion, not a fact. Everything we do on this show is for entertainment purposes. We're having a discussion on YouTube. But that is a very important point. How many of the things said to Lisa Marie by her own mother when she was just a child, very influenced, how many were true? How many were lies? How many were altered, exaggerated, and twisted? How was Lisa Marie's opinion of Elvis, of life, affected by Priscilla Garibaldi Garcia? Remember, the boyfriends of Priscilla one of them in particular allegedly abused Lisa Marie when she was a child, allegedly.
And later from advisors, doctors, and media voices. So when people quote Lisa's later words about drugs or addiction, I think we must be honest. Those words did not come from a 9-year-old heart. They came from interpretations that were given to her as she grew.
Do you know what? It had to be that. The whole, I see what she's saying. There's no way that Lisa at 9 years old would have known what Elvis was taking, what prescriptions he was taking. She could never know. You wouldn't share that with a 9-year-old, would you? Being a child around Elvis, you would not have known what was happening to Elvis. So it can only be second-hand knowledge. It can only be what was told to her. And that is the point Donna's trying to make.
That does not question her love. It simply recognized the reality of childhood memory. Some of the Memphis Mafia.
The reality of childhood memory.
Were loyal. Some.
Right, Alan, she's going to start talking about the Memphis Mafia. Let's just hear this.
Childhood memory. Some of the Memphis Mafia were loyal. Some absolutely were not.
Woohoo! Yay! We got to talk about this. Right. So, some of the Memphis Mafia were loyal. Some were not. This happened before Elvis passed away. Red West, Sonny West, Dave Hebler. You've heard it 1,000 times. I think that the fans punished all three of them for over 40 years. I think Dave Hebler still gets punished now. I think Red and Sonny went to their graves regretting that book. I really believe that. Because they did love Elvis, and Elvis loved them, but he also trusted them, and they betrayed him for money. They were angry. They were bitter. You get it? Marty Lacker, Billy Smith, Lamar Fike. They betrayed Elvis. They let him down. They were supposed to be family. Elvis trusted these people.
And many of the men who claimed they saw Elvis high were not exactly sober or stable themselves.
I've nearly finished.
Perception through your own fog is not truth. And when some of those same men sold their stories and then later blamed the publisher, well, let's say it plainly, you made your choice. No one forced you to portray him. And finally, the media.
Oh, God. I haven't seen this bit. Wow. I love that. I love that. Obviously, recently we've been discussing the books, and we've got this Kangaroo Boy channel defending the books that is a Priscilla fan, that is a Stanley fan, yeah? Defending the Trasher books. Kangaroo Boy is defending these books, making excuses for them. He's a supporter of these books, the Trasher books. Kangaroo Boy is a Trasher fan, yeah? Who also has chose to bully Donna, to bully me, to bully Team Elvis, to set up a channel that is against Elvis being defended, which is why it's been flat. That channel has flatlined. No one's going there anymore because they know he's a Priscilla fan. They know he's a Stanley fan. They know he supports the trash books. Yeah. But the point Donna is making is these people that betrayed Elvis, that double-crossed him, backstabbed him, broke a pledge, chose to do it. You've got Sonny and Red West who make excuses for doing the book. And even Dave Hebler. Oh, the publishers sensationalized the book, exaggerated and twisted things. Steve Dunleavy put things in the book that were different than what we said to sensationalize it, to sell more copies. It doesn't matter because they chose to do it. This is Donna Presley's point. This is a massive point. They chose to do it. When Billy Smith and Marty Lacker and Lamar Fike did this, they chose to do it. Trash for cash. When they did the documentary, All the King's Men, True Hollywood, they chose to do it, but they chose to do it in front of Lisa Marie Presley. Lisa Marie Presley was an adult. She spent 40 years watching these people that Elvis was so good to betray her father. They chose to do it. This is the difference.
And sold their stories and then later blamed the publisher. Well, let's say it plainly. You made your choice. No one forced you to portray him. And finally, the media. Why do filmmakers keep choosing the most dramatic voices? Why do they return to the same people who shift their stories, reveal private moments, profit from exposure, or had limited presence in Elvis's life? Is it accuracy or is it sensationalism? Drama sells. Dignity doesn't trend. And Elvis has been treated as a storyline, not as a human being. People.
Whew, now that's a big deal. Karen, are you watching? I think Karen's asleep. Karen, I hope you get a good night's sleep, yeah? But this is serious stuff, guys, yeah? Let me just play that little bit for you. 1 second, guys. Really important, this is.
From exposure or had limited presence in Elvis's life. Is it accuracy or is it sensationalism? Drama sells. Dignity doesn't trend. And Elvis has been treated as a storyline, not as a human being.
Not as a human being. Come on, guys. Who treats their relative like that? Who does that? Oh, let's write a book about our cousin, our brother, our uncle. Who does that? It doesn't say a lot about their character, does it? I know these people were offered large amounts of money, but come on. People
accuse me of sugarcoating Elvis. Let me make this clear.
So before she says this, I'm going to rewind that bit. Remember, she says they accuse her of sugarcoating Elvis. I'm telling you now, guys, I've had a lot of conversations with Donna. She knows Elvis was human. She knows he made mistakes. She understands that he had lots of, friendships with different women. Yeah. There was a problem with prescription medication, etc. That he was in pain, not well, couldn't sleep, chronic insomnia, chronic health problems. She knows Elvis was human.
Drama sells. Dignity doesn't trend. And Elvis has been treated as a storyline, not as a human being. People accuse me of sugarcoating Elvis. Let me make this clear. Telling the truth is not sugarcoating. Correcting exaggeration is not sugarcoating. Protecting.
Did you hear that? Correcting exaggeration is not sugarcoating. We don't put Elvis on a pedestal like he's superhuman. We just defend his reputation. We want people to know the true Elvis.
Someone's dignity is not sugarcoating. Sugarcoating is when you take something bad and make it sound better. What I'm doing is correcting things that were never true in the first place. Elvis.
Right, guys, you guys are having a right good chat, yeah? Some of your comments. But let's play that bit again. It's crucial.
What I'm doing is correcting things that were never true in the first place. Elvis was not
correcting things that were never true in the first place. I love this. Yeah. This is, when I look at these different fake Elvis fans, fake Elvis channels, Elvis don't need defending. Someone even sets up an Elvis don't need defending channel, which is all about bullying and hate. There is a Priscilla lover, a Trasher lover. Yeah. It's designed for bullies to group together and attack people like me, to attack Donna Presley, to attack Elvis defenders, yeah? But the bottom line is, she's telling us the truth because she knows that people are lying about Elvis. Donna just wants to tell the truth about her cousin. Whether he's famous or not, she just wants to stand up for her family.
Not an addict. He was not unstable. He was not the chaotic figure some have described. He was human. He had burdens and joy, responsibility and faith, and a family who loved him, and who still carry the truth of who he truly was. Elvis was more than the stories told about him. He was the man we lived with, worried for, laughed with, and loved. The truth about who he really was doesn't belong to one person. It belongs to the people who actually knew him, his family. And after all these years, that truth deserves its place again, without drama, without distortion, and without anyone rewriting the man he truly was.
Thank you. I mean, guys, brilliant. This is amazing. Yeah. So proud. Donna, I'm so proud of you. Ah, the way you stand there with your elegance and your beauty. This isn't an act, guys. This is truth. This is coming from the heart. Yeah. This isn't like, oh, let's pretend to make some money. This is Elvis's first cousin standing up for him with pride. It's written all over her face. The body language says it all. She's had enough. She's fed up with the trashers. She's fighting for her family.
Please understand, I'm not trying to make Elvis into a saint. I'm not saying he was perfect. He wasn't. He made mistakes.
To all the people that keep saying that we hero worship him and make him like a god, listen to what Donna is saying. We have always said we know Elvis is human.
I'm not trying to make Elvis into a saint. I'm not saying he was perfect. He wasn't. He made mistakes. He made bad choices at times because he was human.
Wow. Come on. That is a Presley. Let's keep going.
All the rest of us. But he's been gone 48 years now. And he's still blessing lives. He's still making a difference in people's lives every single day, from 2 to 92. And people love and adore him for that. He was a human being, but he had dignity. And he did amazing things. He was touched by God. He was an ordinary person, but he was touched by God to do extraordinary things. So let's leave the drama, the bad thoughts, and the stories that are not true. Let's leave them out of this and let him have the dignity that he worked for, that he deserves. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. And until next time, God bless.
Wow. Wow.
I am Presley and I stay.
Wow. Guys, I'm going to have to go, but wow. Wow. Donna Presley, you have outdone yourself. This is probably one of the best shows you've ever done. You've blown me away. You've blown me away. Wow. I gotta go, guys. I'll be back for more. Team Elvis, you rock. Karen, come on. That is how you defend your family. Love you guys. Team Elvis, you rock.